So here we are, here we go again. Operation Glass Hero is a landed abductor come to harvest human souls from the German motherland, and I, for one, am not having it.
HQ, this is
Oh,
Big Sky.
Christ.
We're in position and awaiting further orders.
Roger that, Big Sky.
Oh,
Strike one, you are green to deploy. Approach with extreme caution. Current enemy status at the site is unknown.
Oh, the start. So you can take away Britain, you can take away France and Russia, though we never really had Russia in the first place, but you will never take away from us our home. There are, you know, actual good gameplay reasons behind this as well, but I feel like going for the narrative reasons, it makes for, you know, a stronger case. So anyway, large landed UFOs. If we can get some kind of good look here. They are just hell. Aliens are at full strength and they go all out to protect their vessel. In addition, there's a good possibility that we will see. I think we might not, but we might see a new type of alien here today, and I'll comment on that if it actually happens. I didn't realise this was a lovely beach out here. Obviously, a lovely frozen beach. Good lord. So anyway, we've started running into mechtoids too, so all manner of alien machinery and organics, I suppose, or the combination of the two, as the aliens are wont to do. They could all be waiting for us here. So I'd love to continue the rules of engagement gimmick, as in the big checklist down here, but I feel like it was getting tired even by the second time we did it, so we all know the drill by now. Let's kill all the aliens and get home with at least nearly the same number of limbs we arrived with. Now this is clearly a special snowy map. You can also tell, oh, you probably can't tell because I'll have changed this in editing, but the music is overpowering. The music doesn't conform to the default options, which is just pretty poor. I'm like, if I sound like I'm shouting more than usual, it's because I am. Second of all, this is the map used for the third DLC mission in the Progeny line, where, well, I'm not going to give away the plot details, but we have to assault this craft as part of a plot. So again, like the dam, this is a dress rehearsal. Except, I find this mission on the DLC quite easy, whereas I found the damn mission quite hard. But roles are going to be reversed here, because this mission is going to be hard as heck, especially with this ridiculous starting position. If you remember back to past landed abductors, I said, hey, if you start in the back corner, where there's no cover, that can be game over. Well, guess what? We are. I was going to say guess what and then changed to where at the last second, and I should not have done that. I should have stayed true to my convictions. But we are in the back corner. The one difference with this particular abductor is that there is, as we can see here, a hole in the ceiling, which we could jump down if we really wanted to. That would be a direct route to the command pod though. And if you remember, if we attack the command pod will call every other single alien towards where they've been attacked, and there's no escape route through the roof. Unless we had grapple and jumpy legs and armour, but we do not. So we've got the ace of our A-team. Katie's our first mech. This is an almighty trial by fire. Maybe literally. So Katie, our pathfinder, will show us the way. Have we seen Meld or something? Because Katie speaks Spanish, so I can't actually tell what he was saying there. Maybe not, maybe that's fine. I talked about mechs doing one for all, now you get to see it in action. It doesn't end their turn, although they will come out of this defensive posture if they fire at something, or if they use a major weapon, maybe, like a flamethrower. But for example, archers can use, or any mechs can use proximity mines or grenade launchers without coming out of this stance. That is now full cover for anyone else who wants to go up there, like for example Tolk, who can now steady a rocket far closer than otherwise Tolk would have had to have been back here in dodgy cover. And I think that's what I'm about to do actually. And there we go, that is the power of mechs. That's why I was so determined. Even though Katie is not very high level and does not necessarily have any good abilities at the moment, although quite a few, it's the mobility KT offers to everyone else.
Heading there now.
That's what I was looking for here. So we are generally looking to not go in the UFO here. We're gonna, I guess we're gonna try and skirt up the side and round the front. There's an extensive ruined bit round the front, which is where you do most of the fighting in the DLC mission. I don't think I've ever seen this bit back here. I've certainly never had to fight here. So we're just gonna progress slowly as we can. We don't need to take cover yet. Kamichi can do with being in a good position,
Roger, Dodger.
given the Gatling laser. Ninja Cult as well.
Copy, Commander.
Good to go.
So we can now steady. Overwatch, 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 Overwatch. And we will not Overwatch Katie, because if Katie goes into Overwatch and then shoots on that Overwatch, Toke will lose the cover. So end the turn. Well, I could hear Mel, so that must have been what Katie did see. Where is it though? I'm not sure what directional audio you get post-editing, but you know, it's definitely down towards this side. So anyway, what we heard there, I've nearly forgotten already, but Chrysalids, Finmen, and Cyber Discs. And also, we can see now, through some dodgy geometry, that this door opened. So there is an active pod right here that's roaming around. We probably want to avoid them, if at all possible.
Estoy en camino. Tropas enemigas.
I'll be honest, not avoided as well as I could have hoped. Toke can obviously get a very good rocket there, but then he is left out of cover. Ninja Coach should have a flank on. Kamichi. Oh, can only see the first two. Ninja Colt, please don't be blocked. Don't wait. Oh, come on now, Ninja Colt. I'm considering what I want to do here. Because Toke could move all the way up and then snapshot a rocket. The Muton is obviously the big threat here. KT can flush or can get a coin flip on anyone else. Where is Cheeky? For I would very much like to speak with him. Or we could send Cheeky up to this cover. Up to Katie's cover, that is. And throw a grenade. I'll tell you what, let's see what the range for this grenade is. Not good enough. Oh, maybe good enough. Right, let's go with this. Cheeky in cover. Can probably step out a little and definitely get this grenade now. Hopefully it's going to destroy all the cover it says it will. I'm not betting on it. It should at least destroy the cover of the one at front, maybe kill the one at front. That's probably the best we can hope for right now. Yeah. It stops them moving right forward into us. I don't suppose suppression will be any different now. Kamichi can double tap that one and would probably kill him. We can't see the Muton, and that's the problem. Toke could come all the way across to here. Reasonable, I think.
Time to motor.
Because Toke does not have the armor, but he's out of sight just now. Nero could come all the way up to this cover here, which I think is worth doing. Get our tank in the fight. See what kind of odds decent odds maybe? No, that's not good odds at all. Could maybe overwatch with Nero to stop them coming forward? Because it's either take the 13% shot, which would have a good chance of if that 13% hits, it's dead. It might be worth taking. Kamichi can do nothing else apart from go for this guy.
Target eliminated.
I mean, double tap, but there's no one else to fire at. So we won't even just bother using it at the moment. That's a spot there that I'm going to give to Gaurav so he can overwatch.
Roger that. Scanning.
Ninja Colt has one target left, might as well take it. We're taking away all the targets apart from the one that really matters at the moment. So to this point, Nero is not going to overwatch. Yeah, if that had actually worked, then you can just call me lucky as heck forever. So anyway, I gave Cheeky more armor for explicitly this purpose. That's partly why he's up there and Tolk's over there. So should we move CSM up as well?
Stepping off.
We should. Because they're not going to be able to see CSM just yet. So Kamichi can do literally nothing. And Katie, we don't want to do anything. End turn. And this is not a place we want to get into an engagement. If we get hit by another pod coming from the left or even from up there, we are in trouble. Moving forward, but not enough. Shooting at the tank in full cover, that's what I'd like to see. Oh, no. This should be fine. We've got enough high quality shooters that floater's not going to be too bad. And a suppression, we can deal with that. We still want to deal with this Muton. The Muton's the big threat. To the point, Kamichi, can you see the Muton now? Get some holo on it, hopefully shred it. Now use your double tap.
Adjusting aim.
Potentially on that guy. But Gaurav can only see this guy. So Gaurav will be the one to shoot. Are we going to use a rocket this time? Right, CSM can flush either of these two floaters. And get pretty great odds on all of them. What odds do we have to hit the floater up there? Cheeky has no odds whatsoever. Oh, of course he's still suppressed. So Nero can come up to here, probably hit the floater. Yeah, far better doing that than having another pot shot at the Muton. So that's that suppression gone. Got holo on that. Got Ninja Colt to take his shot as well. Tolk. We're not going to use a rocket, so Tolk go for that. Brilliant. It's all falling into place. So CSM has a shot on this guy. Kamichi's got the second of the double tap. With the hyper-reactive pupils, it's far more likely to hit. And now one shot on that after the shred, and we are golden. Let us just take it with Ninja Colt, rather than risking moving up with everyone else.
X-ray down.
Do you think the meld is like in that corner or something? Whatever the case is, we're not going for it.
Moving to Overwatch.
Come get some. Roger that.
So we've actually got reasonable Overwatch ready as well in case this pod does come out through this door. That noise just at the end is the fearsome one. There was, well, not the floaters, because, you know, the floaters can just, you know, I was about to say that the floaters can F off, but I'm thinking about it. It's inevitable that I'm going to swear at this mission anyway, so floaters can fuck right off. It sounded like there was a pod right here, which means that they could come out at any point, and I'm almost inclined just to wait for them, to be honest. Hide Nero in here. We need to reload on a lot of people anyway. Cheeky no longer needs Katie for cover. So Cheeky up to here. Toke can come up to here.
Let's rock.
If they come out here, Ninja Cult is in a fine place to just reload.
I'm Overwatch. I'm ready.
Well,
Roger. I've got my eyes on.
Roger that. Scanning.
What the hell was that?
Good quality textures in play. There we go, and that's the new enemy!
It's not carrying a weapon like the others.
I was right as heck to stay here. I'm feeling so pleased with myself right now. Come on, run into all our Overwatch, take all our Overwatch. Brilliant, amazing shots.
Negative damage.
This is a Muton Berserker. Or should I say that was a Muton Berserker once we deal with it on Overwatch. Oh, it's even that, oh! This could have gone so badly. But as it is, it's looking quite good right now. But look at how much damage it's taken. It's still coming for us. It's still running towards us. Now there are other mutants, 1, 2, 3, 4. And another door opened. And even Nero. Oh, there's another Berserker. Oh! Oh, oh, oh. Imagine if we'd just run into this pod without the Overwatch. Good lord. So anyway, these are Muton Berserkers. They have a tremendous amount of health. Their only attack is to... Well, maybe we'll be able to see. Certainly want Kamichi taking the first shot here. No, we can't see because we need to autopsy them, of course. But they are melee-based units. They just run up to you, punch you really goddamn hard. And they are such a pain to deal with. We've also got the 4 mutons across here, which is very awkward because we can't move up to engage them without potentially engaging the other pod. And they could potentially come round the back of us, they could potentially come up the top. This is just hell. What I think I'm going to do, once I've dealt with all these guys, is move Katie up to the top to act as cover for, say, Nero. And we can do that because Katie has the jet boot module, and Nero is a tank. And that will give us sight on the top, potentially sight round the side. We can move round the sides of most of these trees, and it's largely fine. So anyway, we still have to deal with these Berserkers, which we might still struggle to do, despite... It was somewhat lucky that they ran straight into our Overwatch like that, but I did deliberately stay here and say, hey, there's a pod right here, we need to ambush them. So what they do, once you shoot them, they run straight towards you. And they potentially panic you, and that's bad. But what that also means is that they'll move towards you. So what I'm going to do with Garav is reload, Sentinel Overwatch. So say Katie goes up. What do I want to do? Katie's going to kill this one because I want Katie to get loads of kills and be very useful. So now it's almost a bit of a game of ping pong. We're going to shoot this guy once, hopefully with Kamichi to shred it, and then Garav's going to kill it on Overwatch. Or holo targeting at least.
Can't kill him if you don't hit him.
Might as well go again. Shred it. Garav Overwatch, and it'll be dead. But there's also potential for panic as well when it roars and runs towards you. Which is something you really want to avoid. Now
On
let's
my way.
start kind of reorienting ourselves
I'm on it, Commander.
to deal with this new muton incursion. This is really awkward. This is a product of Long War split pods, and I do not like it, not
I'm
one
on it,
bit, sir. But we have a rocket prepared. We have an arrow prepared. We have
Solid copy.
grenades up close if they come to this door and blow it up.
I'm on it.
On Overwatch.
Oh, now's not the time. So as you can see, chrysalids get lightning reflexes now. All the chrysalid leaders do. All the navigators. That's both. Those are two official terms. There's leaders and there's navigators. The leaders have more health, more perks, as do navigators. Right, we should be mostly fine with these guys. A rocket and a grenade and they're dead. As much as I would love to have all these carcasses, I would love to have an alive team a lot more. So 0 scatter on this. Perfecto.
Ready for the fireworks?
Fire it at close range, and a cheeky grenade will finish those remaining 3. And this is why you keep all your guys prepared at all times. Cheeky should be able to get a decent grenade off. Make sure it kills the one with all the health and doesn't take out everyone else's cover.
Fastball special.
It wasn't that fast a ball special, but still too fast for the chrysalids. As Cheeky promoted up, is what we like to see. Now we desperately need eyes on these guys, but there's no eyes to be had. So what we are going to do with Katie at the moment is launch up. Because mutons can climb this ladder just as well as we can. So now we've got eyes on the roof, we know they're not coming up the roof. So reload. Going into one for all doesn't just give you cover, it also gives the mecha itself damage reduction, which is why you always do it. So, steady. I don't think that'll... Well, Nero can't actually make his way over there just yet, so over to here at the moment. CSM. I mean, these are poor positions, for sure. To be sure. Kamichi has extra conditioning, that's why Kamichi's got that armor. Why she's got 5 points of armor despite only wearing the phalanx. That's quite good. Kamichi... back to here. Garav here.
Heading to that location.
Because what we're trying to do is protect against potential mutons coming round here. I don't think the mutons can come round here without us seeing them, but we can obviously still be attacked down here, as we saw with the chrysalids. They could be coming from the top, they could be coming from here or here. And we're just trying to cover for every possibility.
Aye, aye.
And it's not fun. So Kamichi can reload. CSM. Well, actually, let's bring... Right, we can't bring Tolk back this turn. But CSM back to here. Will the mutons be coming towards us? And here you see the problem of being stuck in this corner. Oh, there's a floater up there. Thank God we had Katie up there. Although I suppose the floater can see all of us anyway. So there must have been a floater as part of that pod. And they are incoming. This is why I was so determined to get someone on this roof. And to protect against it. But if they were all floaters and not mutons, I thought they were all mutons. But they might have all been floaters. And that is perfect for us. Because we can take out floaters reasonably easy. Like, that floater is technically landed and not flying. That's why we've got such a good chance to hit. And it's not in cover either, hence the chance to crit. So Kamichi's instead going to go for the actual flying one to put the hollow on it. And kill it in a shot anyway. Kamichi can do literally nothing else to take that shot.
Planted him.
Good stuff. Can Katie come up to here without seeing into that hole? I don't think so. Let's move to here. This is risky. I overwatch from that floater. The Katie's run plenty of overwatches in their time, in his or her time. I'm not sure what I'm even saying now. Nobody else can see it, might as well take the shot, unless we want to bring Nero up and take a rapid fire shot at it. But then Nero would just be flanked next turn anyway if it doesn't hit, so Katie can just take the shot right now. And so that is 4 floaters, right? We killed 2 down here, we killed that one, and we got 1 on Overwatch, so that's probably that entire Berserker pod down. So I think we are now clear of active pods. So what was I doing down here? We don't have to protect against up here now, I'm fairly sure. But let's just keep it that way for a single turn, so we can be confident in what we're doing as we reload our guys. Still the disc, still the fin man, still the floaters. Still mellowed out there. Right, I'm going to spend one more turn in this position because what I have to do now is bring Katie all the way back down. So Katie can act as cover as we move up here, because we've destroyed a bit of half cover, but full cover is always better. So having there's a ridge there we can use for half cover. Obviously we can get hit from the left as we move up here, because this door is already open as well, and that would be hellacious. So Katie back down. But you see the power of mechs already. This is just a basic mech that's not... doesn't have good weapons, doesn't have any... Well, Katie has an alloy belt, which makes her health look a hell of a lot more impressive. But apart from that, no real equipment or anything. But still pulling through for us already. Nero all the way back up. Cheeky just keep carrying in the corner.
Moving out.
Kamichi prepared.
I'm ready.
CSM.
Solid copy.
Garav can't actually make it all the way up there, but put him there anyway.
Moving to Overwatch.
That sounded very left.
Hey, you hear anything?
Those footsteps sounded very near as well. If I had to guess, I would say there's fin men in and around this area, and the disc is maybe further away across that. Well, no. That would mean we would have heard the sound wave to the fin men rather than the disc. The disc might be in this area already. And so it's like, I don't want to just camp here the entire round, but it would take a bit of effort and put us at a lot of risk to actually push past this. And we are in a fairly defensive, well set up position at the moment. I'm going to hold for another turn and see what this disc does. Maybe another 2 turns, because that's how often we get the sound waves, I mean.
I'm on it.
Overwatch. I'll get some.
On Overwatch.
We'll bring Katie up this turn anyway. Oh dear! So I thought the fin men were close. I didn't think they were that close. Literally 1 square forward from where they were. And I've already overwatched everyone, which isn't great. You never know your luck. Now none of them can see us. Perfect. That was a real coin flip at the end of the turn. But 1 down. Oh, so the disc was right there. And now we've just all overwatched a drone. It's all kicking off. There's a Seeker right at the back. At least all the drones are down. The thin men can obviously move up, but they don't have much cover to move up to. Shooting at Katie, hopefully. But covering fire. Hasn't. Oh, it's done its job. It's got a hit in. That's not great. But Toke has a rocket prepared. We've also got Kamichi with Shred. Like I said, we are all hitting. Everyone in this squad is hitting their power peaks. Apart from Katie, who's just along for one hell of a ride. So Toke, we are shredding no matter what. And indeed the Shredder, as you can see, the Shredder would include... Oh, the Shredder would include Katie in the radius because Katie isn't in cover. But these guys are all in cover, so we'd need to come like down this far to hit them. But Toke is a very accurate rocketeer. 0.1 scatter, there's pretty much no chance of it hitting any of our own guys. So we are going to bring the pain. Shredded, and CSM is going to go to town. Two-shot this, mother. Nearly one-shot it because CSM is an animal. I mean, who do we actually want to give the kill to? Like, who's doing what? Can Kamichi... Kamichi can see up there, so Kamichi take that shot because you're doing nothing else. I mean, Kamichi and CSM have double tap on, and with nothing else to do, so there we go.
Hostile neutralized.
Now, Katie is under the effects of acid right now. But what I can do is move Katie up to here. Like up to there. Move Cheeky up and Cheeky can grenade. Hopefully Katie doesn't panic. She can just sit here with one for all. Well, in fact, because she's a mech, she doesn't take the health damage. She just gets all the debuffs. Katie can continue to tank. Unless we want to send Nero out there instead of Cheeky. And then if it comes to it next turn, Katie can move up and flamethrower all these guys. And now we also Ninja Cult should have sight on a fair few of them. They're not far enough for Kamichi, but they are far enough for Ninja Cult, who has free reign to pick off any of them, and I say pick off the Thin Man. So let's send Nero up, because Nero's better a tank than Cheeky, and we're not going to grenade this turn anyway. Overwatch with Nero to stop them coming forwards. I mean, Garav's not going to move, just Overwatch. Cheeky might as well come to here. Yeah, 50-50, get a shot off. We are hitting all our 50-50s.
See you in hell.
To the point that's a bit ridiculous. I think Katie can reload without relinquishing cover. I know Katie can reload, I was just a bit uncertain because of the circumstances, because of the high stakes. We still have another drone, okay. And a Seeker to come. We are kind of ripping through them at the moment. Which I'm very pleased about, because it's less luck in this one and it is pretty good play. Albeit it is still on normal, etc. Shooting at Katie, even if that had hit, that would have been fine. There is still a big pod in here. But I'm not hearing the discs anymore. So Nero could actually move up to here of his own volition. And that Thin Man should be flanked by Ninja Cult as well. No, can't see him. Ah, that's fine. So what are we going to do here then? I've gone mad with power. Mad with mech power. Let's push the boat out a bit. I was worried about bringing Katie on this mission. You know why? Because I'm a fucking idiot. And that was hubris, I didn't even think about taking that shot, it's just 66%, oh, I might hit.
In hell.
So this is, I'm actually at a very dangerous place right now.
On the move.
I'm getting overconfident on a landed large. Who would have thought we'd ever see the day?
Locked and loaded.
I'm ready. Let's do this.
Back in.
I feel, Commander.
So what I'm doing right now is I'm kind of splitting the team up, and that's why. Because there's no cover to protect you from the left-hand side. If these guys all Overwatch, then this could be amazing. Have we inadvertently set off the command pod and all the aliens are coming towards us? Because that's what it feels like. Because if we'd moved the entire team up here in support, we'd be caught in half cover, we'd be flanked, it'd be terrible. But as it is... Can't hit a flamethrower that high up, but we can hit these two guys down here. Now it does 6 fire damage, we can eventually upgrade that to do like 12 damage and one hit these guys. In fact, it would one hit this guy anyway. But what you also get from the flamethrower is panic, and cover destruction, and setting off mines that you've laid. So actually, flamethrowers, pretty cool, and I'm so glad we've got an opportunity to use it. Ooh. Didn't kill it, but that one's panicked. That we now need to do nothing about that, because it will... That's essentially like an XCOM soldier has panicked. It can't do anything for the next 2 to 5 turns, which is pretty cool. What odds has Nero got? 53% on that guy. Okay. Can Kamichi hit anything at all? Just this guy? Oh, Christ. I really wanted to push this mission as like, no, actually, I'm a good XCOM player. It's not about luck. And then I hit all the shots. It's gone so well that we've got a rocket to spare. That we could literally just rocket these guys. Who's getting hit by it? It's a bit of a weird rocket, to be honest. I can't... Right, this might be that it's a shredder, you never know. They are at such height difference that I'm struggling to actually hit both of them. We could definitely take out those two, so I'll reserve that rocket. So let's see, Ninja Cult, take out the overwatching one. It'd be nice if you just one-shot this. Thank God we've got an 81% miss. So it's not all luck. With no more hollow. Take your 2 20% shots. If with one of these hits. Right, we will be going with the rocket then. That's a bit of hubris there, actually. Because Nero can be a bit under threat from this floater. But we're going to kill the other two, so it's fine. Because Tolk with 0.1 weapon scatter, it's just making sure you can actually see what you're doing. Those are 2 floater corpses we will be getting back. But then they should have died to the flamethrower anyway, if they knew what was good for them. So Tolk can't be seen by that floater, so we can move up anyone else who we want to. If we want to, which we don't really. I mean, Cheeky could move up here, potentially. Get an... Oh! It can see that far! Oh, there's another one! Did I just completely forget about that one? And that one can actually see... Oh, Christ. It's all got a bit Pete Tong at the moment. So there's a floater in here we have to worry about. There's also that Seeker, remember, that I nearly forgot about. So anyway, we've got Gairav. Cheeky's going to hunker down, just to make sure.
That's affirmative.
CSM up. Overwatch as well. So Cheeky in a bit of trouble. This one should just go for Katie or Nero though. Oh, is now really the time. Taking all our Overwatch. There's still 1 Overwatch from Gairav remaining, hopefully for this floater on the left. This one should just stay in place and have a go at Katie, who's living a bit of a charmed life. But then if anyone was due a charmed life after that first mission, where she was completely beset by drones, it would be Katie. So there is still a floater up here just doing nothing. Ninja Colt out of ammo. What did I eventually give Ninja Colt? I gave him VPT, didn't I? Yep, so no lock and load.
Good to go.
Nero's out of ammo as well. Let's just go for it. This is the closest we can possibly get to this floater, 62% to hit. Firing straight up, we missed. But my concern is Tolk and Cheeky at the moment. To the point I'm going to move Nero up here to reload. I'm gonna have a quick cheeky move, just a quick check with CSM.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Cheeky move. Can't see shit, Commander. Right, hop back down, CSM. Kamichi up to here.
Rolling out.
We are a big potential risk of getting flanked at the moment. So Tolk all the way back. Cheeky can go a bit further. Oh, it's right there. Oh, come on. What is this? What is this? Oh. This is why I wanted these guys out of here. Tolk is now back and in full cover, but we'll be spending a little bit of time in L'Hôpital. Nero's almost starting to be flanked. Cheeky back round into the corner. It's just a bit ridiculous how we can't get any eyes on this floater. Oh, hello. Is that a new pod coming? Right, let's finally just end this. There's still meld on the table as well, after 40 minutes. Have I been playing that slowly? Right. We can't afford to send Cheeky up there.
Okay.
Cheeky could die in a single shot. Right, Nero, take some Overwatch. I do not understand what's going on here. Where is it? Where the F is it? Katie! Where on earth is this floater?
I'm on it. That's affirmative.
Roger. I've got my
The
eyes.
second it shows its head to our main squad, it's dead. It does sound like a bunch of Finn men running straight towards us. 3, 4, and then one right beside us, was there not? Oh, what is even going on here? Katie, we need you back so you can go first and take all the hits. Right, Cheeky can make... Oh, but no, the door's right there and the command pod's right there and it could all be for naught. Luckily, Katie's here. This could be a mistake. With Katie to here, less chance of activating the command pod, but you know, really just as much chance. Unless we move Katie up to like here and make sure the Finn man can... Actually, that's a fairly good idea, because the Finn men can jump. The floater might have gone up here as well. Oh no, that Seeker! We killed that Seeker, didn't we? Yeah, it's fine. And if we really want to, we can move Katie round here, meet up with, say, Nero, and we can do the roof thing. Actually, that's Overwatch as well. That's a good enough angle. We're not getting Tolk involved.
Okay.
Nero over here. Right, who is it we just saw there?
Aye, aye, Commander.
That's some ridiculous Finman cover. Right, did we already steady an Ninja? Because I'm an idiot. That sounds like something I'd do.
Rolling.
Right, so there's a Finman just there. It might come out to meet us.
Affirmative.
It
Covering
might
now.
not.
I feel, Commander. Oh, this chicken gussy.
If this door was shut, this would be such an easy decision to make. We move up here, take this cover, deal with the Thin Man. But even now, that leaves us in a bit of trouble. I thought Katie would be able to drop down just to there, but apparently not. What do we do? Where do we go? Nero to take the Overwatch. Let's just go. You were aiming nowhere near him, come on. You were aiming so far above his head, it was ridiculous. That's a bit ridiculous that Katie can't actually get there.
Afirmativo, comandante.
Maybe they're just all trying to bait me into going into the command pod. There is no good way for us to move up here at all. I mean, I know I'm getting whittled away here, but I just don't see a good solution here.
Good to go.
Roger that. Scan it.
Overwatch.
It's like I'm actually quite stumped for what to do.
Roger. I've got my eyes on it.
Oh, there was still a Seeker. Oh well, that's dead. Right, that door's open as well, but these doors aren't. I was just toying with a very stupid idea, and that was all the squad up here, and we just take out the command pod in a surgical single turn. But we can't do that with all the thin men still potentially about.
Subo.
Right, it's a dash to get there now.
Posición confirmada.
Yeah, what about your Overwatch now? If there was ever a coin flip I'd like you to hit. Right, that gets us in the doorway. But unfortunately, everyone else doesn't have jet boots, so we can't follow the same path.
Rock and roll. Roger. I've got my eyes on it. Got my eyes
Rock
on
and roll.
it. Ya voy.
It's time for stupid idea number 2. Which will be familiar. If I finally get to a point where I can enact it.
Got it. Moving.
This'll work. He said, trying to convince himself. Right. Key to this plan is cheeky.
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
And you can probably see where this is going by now.
Benze.
Because we don't want to go all the way around the side. Although some of us will have to. It'd be far easier if we could say go in the side. And we now have the apparatus with which that's possible.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Keep Kamichi here. Garav can go with.
Yes, sir.
Keep a med kit on both teams. Obviously getting hit in the side now would be a bit poor.
What was that?
But this way what I'm trying to do is engage the thin men without triggering the command pod. Because there's still floaters out there as well, I'm pretty sure. Right, Katie's in position. It's just everyone else now. How confident are we that there's nothing up here?
Double time.
I was about to say not confident that I sprinted cheeky anyway. Which was really stupid.
Zasuwam.
Solid copy.
Alright, if we're not getting up that far anyway, Garav isn't going to sprint. Garav can overwatch.
Heading there now.
Because we still have to keep eyes on this door as well. Although we haven't really got eyes on this door at all.
Roger that. Scanning.
I'm on it.
Eyes on the prize.
What was that?
This is why we need to keep eyes on this door. Oh, Kamichi, what kind of rubbish spot is this? We could be relying on Ninja Cult getting this in a single shot. Which sometimes isn't a bad position to be in. Ranger and VPT is plus 10 damage, Christ. Right, what we're going to do is an old switcheroo.
I'm on it, Commander.
On my way.
This is such a stupid plan.
Heading there now.
Especially if the aliens are willing to just keep coming one at a time.
Dock East. Roger that. Scanning.
Thin men marching one by one, hurrah,
Okay.
hurrah. The thin men marching one by one. Run. Rah-rah.
10-4.
Katie can come over here and help with the Overwatch.
Posición defensiva aquí. Horizon, comandante.
If Katie gets this Overwatch, that's ridiculous. Skidding there. Right, it could be a problem if the thin man can actually see our guys. It can't. It is fine. Can commit. How? You're taking the fucking piss now, aren't you? Why can't Kamichi? Ah, for fuck's sake. Oh well. Looks like another job for Ninja Cult. We're not doing another switch. If G can get up to there with no problems, then we'll sprint everyone. Ready for breach next turn, I guess?
Advierto, detrás de mí, ya estoy.
Roger that. Scanning.
Schmiegam.
Time
The
to
only
motor.
thing more stupid than this idea is the potential for it to actually work. That would be even more stupid.
Copy that.
As you can see, there's a lovely mess around this side. That's like a whole section of the map where aliens could have spawned. They just spent ages getting to us. Still a fucking floater. What, can you not squad sight that? Who can see that? Who's got eyes on that? How does CSM have eyes on that? What? What kind of a fucking shot is this? Is CSM the only one who can see it? No, we can all see it, that's fine. I do not know how CSM has a shot on that. Take the shot, CSM. The
Bye-bye.
floaters flew in one by one, hurrah. Right, breach next turn. It's going to be amazing. At least stupid.
En guardia.
Back in. Come get some.
Got it covered.
COM. Ruszam.
Roger that.
Come on, right behind this, right behind the breach. Come on, right behind the breach.
¿Oís eso?
I know we've been lucky with everything else so far, but let me be lucky with this. How do I do this without actually blowing ourselves up as well? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Right, Nero and Cheeky are going to move anyway. So is Katie. This could be stupid. Oh, it's right there! Hello! Oh, it's an amazing idea. What are you doing there? What are you doing there? Oh, what are we doing? We are going to... Right, that's cover. I think... Nero doesn't have close encounters or... Nah, he's got killer instincts. Which is unfortunate. Because obviously we can go in here and easily kill.
Ruszam.
Oh, hello. I could be tempted. I could very much be tempted.
Afirmativo, comandante.
What a I'm loving this. They are just all here. Oh, hello. There's the command pod. Christ. Oh, one turn off of Nero. This is all gone to shit, but still, this is amazing. Christ, even Garev can hit from there. That's quite unlucky, you have to admit. Moving Nero to there, not setting off this team, but moving Katie to there does.
Aquí hay cobertura.
We still have to go for this though, I'm afraid. And that does get rid of the cover.
Activado.
Always good to know. I mean, 2 shots and we never know. I reckon we've got this guy. What kind of cover is that? It's just half cover. Because we wouldn't have the flank on him, but... And the Thin Man's there, it wouldn't be able to flank. I reckon this is good. With Killer Instinct as well and Rapid Fire,
Ruszam idę.
we've got this. Because Rapid Fire's still going to be pretty good odds. Garav's got 2 shots, or at least 1 shot in Overwatch. We can do this. Only needs the 1, the 2. Okay, it's dead. That's all I care about.
Roger, Dodger.
I'm on it.
Overwatch in case anyone really tries to play silly buggers with Nero. And I mean, these guys, they're feeling a bit left out at the moment. Up to here, I guess.
Moving out.
Moving on out to the sky. This is such a stupid mission. You could be flanked as well. I mean, it would be possible for them to crit Nero twice. And then that would be Nero done for. It would be quite unlikely. Katie might be able to get a flank on that thin man. What a stupid fucking mission.
Posición confirmada.
Through the acid, but it don't matter. Oh Christ. It's like we camp in this one corner and then suddenly it all kicks the hell off. What do we do if Nero fails here? Oh, of course. Of course. Gee, you can already see him.
That's affirmative.
Garav up. Could Overwatch, I guess. Cheeky can grenade. CSM would be going into the acid but could get a suppression off.
Moving to
And I like that. Just don't
What the hell
panic.
was that?
It's fine. Don't panic. It's fine.
Aye, aye. Suppress.
Panic resist 100. Garav now can't see, but that's fine.
On Overwatch.
It won't see that it's on Overwatch. Cheeky up and grenade it, I suppose. Let's try and give this every possible chance of working.
Grenade out.
Nero does not have running gun, does not have rapid fire, but only needs to hit it to kill it. Power spikes. Aren't they great? Of course, Nero could panic as well. That's not a flank. It shouldn't matter.
Chalk up another one.
I love this bit. 41 aliens. This is the number I thought we'd be facing in the earlier abductions. But it was like 22 and 24 or whatever, but they were high quality aliens. But this, 41 aliens, just a huge melange. But you see the power of mechs. You see our power spikes coming into play. Like that situation at the end, that was so stupid, that was ridiculous. That was hubris and it paid off. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. I'm loving it like this. And we're gonna get paid. We are gonna get that money with the 1% cheeky bringing home the alloys. So kind of a big win for Tolk. But apart from that, we have our first Master Sergeant in Viking Garav. Cheeky up to Gunnery Sergeant, Tolk up to Gunnery Sergeant. That's been a very successful mission. I've loved this mission. And despite Katie going like hog wild, still no promotion from Sergeant. That shows just how difficult it is to level up your mechs. So Tolk. I've been through this choice, Javelin rockets. If Tolk had Javelin rockets, he would not be wounded for 25 days. He would have just sat like right beside Ninja Colt and just javeled the rockets. Because that's the verb. When you do javelin, it's to javel. I've stolen that from somewhere, I can't remember where. Now, this is a bit of an interesting choice. For Garav, Master Sergeant, the end of the line for Garav. And these are all good choices. Resilience, not getting critically hit. Improves your will, which is also great. In general, resilience, I think, is like pretty much never a bad pick. What we're probably going to go for is vital point targeting, which gives you nearly as much will, plus aim, and plus 2 damage against all targets you've autopsied. Which coincides well with the Overwatch build, which is all Overwatch and then Ranger or Suppression, lock and load, and you're doing 3 high-powered shots per turn. Rapid fire is something we've seen. I mean, Nero used it just to kill an outsider. glitchily, but it still died, so it's fine. Rapid fire works well on a crit-based infantry. It doesn't work well on Overwatch because rapid fire ends your turn. So what this would mean for Gaurav is that he'd take a shot, then he'd rapid fire. He gets 3 shots per turn, whereas already he gets 3 shots per turn by shooting and going into Overwatch. So rapid fire is a bit useless. So vital point targeting, it is for Gaurav. Takes him up to a lovely round 100 aim at the highest rank. I'm loving it, loving it, loving it, loving it like that. Again, we've been over this. It's going to be Packmaster every time for all of our engineers. Because our engineers are brought to carry stuff, and Packmaster makes you better at carrying. So we now have a Berserker Autopsy. I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased with the way those Berserkers went. I'm so pleased with the way that breach went. It's all gone perfectly. 93 alien alloys, 59 Illyrium, 7 meld. Not many surgeries, not many power sources. We came to play, and the aliens found there was a price to pay.
Annette revealed little to explain the aliens' ongoing interest in her. After conducting structural imaging scans of her brain, there was some evidence of focused trauma. At this point, it is clear she harbors a latent psionic ability, something different than we've encountered in the field. My hope is that she'll slowly piece together what's happened.
I mean, this could be interesting, the DLC, when you're doing like your own private playthrough with like full names. But as you can see, well, first of all, that's not new to us because we've got 3 people who've got better than a coin flip chance of being psychic right now. And then we've got all cool names like Revolutionary Rebel and Anarch and Tamerlane. And then you've just got people called Xiaojie Shilong Zhang and Peter the General Van Dorn. And you know, they're no nuclear powered King Jong-il. I suppose Annette Durand and Buzz Lightyear and King Brandon look pretty similar in terms of names, but you know, let's just keep it quiet for now. I'm not going to be using Annette or Van Dorn because this is an M-Kom playthrough. They're not members of M-Kom yet. Who knows, one day they might be. So there is a lot of stuff coming up for us to go on, but this has been like over an hour unbroken of recording so far, so I'm going to take a break just now, figure out what's going on next. We need lots of stuff for Gauss, but we need to save our money for all the air stuff we're buying at the end of this month. It's going to be go, go, go in the next 5 days. I'll figure out what path we're taking and be right back with you. Now, I'm not too sure how much base management we'll actually get to do because we've got a covert operation in 3 days, and that's before the really tasty stuff all starts to happen, so I'm inclined to just scan on. It says covert operation will happen after Gauss, after side training, but the covert operation tends to happen like 24 hours before it says it does because you need the opportunity. It's like this marker here is for when the covert operation window ends, but it begins like 24 hours before it, so we'll scan on. Yes, because we are behind the curve of engineers. I don't want to give away that many Thin Men corpses, but we have to do what we have to do. Meld for scientists, 4 meld for 2. Yeah, right now, okay. You never know, we might get the Gauss weapons first now. Nope, because our covert operative is ready for extraction. I can't remember who it actually is, to be honest. Oh, covert extraction, beautiful. Just what I wanted on a roadway. This could
forward to seeing your progress.
This could be really bad. This could either be really good on a very easy map or on the hardest map by some distance. So I suppose I'll see what kind of a team I can put together. Oh dear. I'm not liking the looks of this. Ugh. You'll notice, no, this isn't a team that's ready yet, because what we are going to do is scan on at least for Yosef. 16 hours I'm fairly sure we can take. Shamed, maybe 20 hours. Who's the operative anyway? It's only James. If we get it wrong, it's only James. But yeah, I'm fairly sure the time is 24 hours, and so we should be fine to scan on until we get shamed. We'll be pushing it. For sure we'll be pushing it, but scanning on 20 hours. Some of the time I don't even bother recording stuff like this, but Ghost Weapons is coming up, Psi Training's coming up. That'll probably happen within the next 20 hours. The Darth Lux is back. We do not care one jot about Darth Lux at the moment. Ghost Weapons complete. Now, be prepared for a big clang, because as you can see, the next layer of weaponry is now available. Oh! That was so loud it came through my microphone again. But Ghost Rifle instead of laser rifles. Rail pistols is just a foundry project that helps with pistols. You've got the Ghost machine gun. Auto pistol replaces the, not the SMG, but there is an auto pistol that I've never used and never really found occasion to use. We'll never find occasion to use this. Starter gun, the SMG. Phoenix coil gun for our interceptors. It can be useful, I expect, in some capacity. We'll just stick to laser cannons for now. Sentry guns for the Shiv. Might end up buying one if we end up using potato at all. Ghost carbine, just upgraded carbine. Most of these speak for themselves. Grenade launcher for mechs. We will end up eventually buying one of these. This is going to be not as important as a proxy mine launcher, but important nevertheless. Ghost auto rifle again. This is the LMG, is it? That's the LMG. Is it? No, it's the normal gunner gun. So we've got loads of things we can take at the moment. All these autopsies. But I am inclined to just keep on keeping on and go for Advanced Gauss, which will give us this, which is the alloy cannon. It will give us the proxy mine launcher. It will give us the Gauss long rifle. There was something important that I'm forgetting.
I appreciate
but we're
your
going for it
efforts
anyway.
to support the research team, Commander. I've already put the new recruits to work in the lab.
So that still says Gauss weapons. It's just all messed up a bit at the moment. We are still waiting for Yosef and Shamed. Side training coming up. Devlin Caster is now psychic, which is always a good thing to know. So we do have our own psychic, which means we can put in someone else now. Who do we want to put in? Might as well put in, I think, Revolutionary Rebel. Psi Inspiration for a medic, that sounds good. Highest rate of success so far. Still scanning. Yosef is back. Legend of Disguise is back. Now's not the time. Shamed is back. Covert Extract. Let's go, go, go. We've got to rush, 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 rush.
Excellent.
For Devil's Sleep on the roadway. Let's go. Let's go. It isn't really a good thing to fade off on. So let's just say I'll get 4 guys together and we'll head off. As always with missions where you're potentially fighting against a numerically overwhelming force, you've got to take guys who can kill multiple opponents in a single turn. Yosef gets 3 shots, Shamed gets 2 shots and danger zone suppression. Denny gets 6 alien grenades. Onju has hit and run, he tanks as well. Pretty pleased with this team. All that we could do to improve on this team would be to get slightly better versions. Like for example, Garev is slightly better at everything Yosef does than Yosef is at the moment. But I mean, that'll change as we all level up to Master Sergeant. For example, Epiphanes was better than Onju, but Epiphanes no longer has any arms or legs. Denny is the best engineer we've got. I might prefer a Rocketeer depending on the map, but on a roadway, I'm not betting on it. Like I said, there is either one very good map, in which case it would be, this mission would be over very quickly, or there's a terrible map, in which case we're going to have a fight on our hands. There's only one way to find out, and that's to launch the mission. It's in Australia, isn't it? We've got to get over there. We've only got 4 hours to get over there. As you can see, look at the timer ticking. Got all the time in the world. Actually, doesn't matter. Once you've launched the Sky Ranger, the mission isn't going to expire. So begin assault. Oh, it's the easy one.
Scans indicate an
All that
Exalt
talk.
cell
I really
currently
thought it was going to be the hard
operating in
one.
Australia. We'll need to secure the area while our operative focuses on the Exalt data.
So we've done this map before. I think it was an abduction, and the abduction went really quickly as well. So I've waited and well, I'm not saying. I'm saying it's pretty likely that this is going to go very well for us. I really didn't think it was going to be this map, because I thought we've done this map. It's off the rotation. It's going to be the really hard one that I've been waiting for since we've begun this campaign. But no, Operation Devil's Sleep. It might be sending all the viewers to sleep, but it shouldn't be too difficult for our seasoned troops So nevertheless, as we know, the greatest danger to M-Kom at the moment is the Commander's hubris and overconfidence. So let's see if that gets us in trouble next time. And join us tomorrow for this one.